always said a bank isn't a place to lock up money. It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you are ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Scott Darno with
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow. The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
Acres Ahead is back with AgTegra Cooperative. Now is the time to secure product, lock in early season prices, and receive delayed payment terms on your agronomy inputs. Fertilizer, seed, and crop protection purchases from Acres Ahead also qualify for triple play grain premiums, diesel discounts, and feed discounts. Contact your local AgTegra agronomist to learn more on how Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
Your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule, gives you more chances to win. Hot seat drawings, pick a prize drawings, chances to win great prizes, the hottest slots around. It's all just waiting for you at the Golden Buffalo Casino. Find out more by logging on to thegoldenbuffalocasino.com and by following them on Facebook. Just minutes north of Reliance, exit 248. We'd like to thank you for tuning into this broadcast and supporting our area youth. The Golden Buffalo Casino, proud to support Live Ticket.
Dosey's Signs in Chamberlain isn't your run-of-the-mill sign shop. Todd and Doug take the time to listen to your needs and come up with an innovative and effective design to fit your budget and take your advertising to the next level. Dosey's specializes in any size or event sporting banners, storefronts and awnings, and letters or numbers for windows, vehicle boats, and enclosed trailers. Need something more flashy? We can do a vehicle wrap, illuminated signs, billboards, and LED lighting. If you can dream it, we can design and build it. Dosey's is a proud sponsor of local sports and communities activities.
For over 70 years, Pitt's Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitt's Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and/or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation.
At Jan Bussey Ford and Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford and Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building partnerships for life.
Briggs Trucking and Construction in Fort Pierre provides quality freight transportation services, cargo hauling, excavation, and demolition services. They also specialize in dirt and gravel work for everything from commercial work to new construction. Briggs Trucking and Construction will haul everything from light poles to farm and agricultural supplies. The bigger the job or the bigger the load, the better, as that is where their expertise really shines. Contact Briggs Trucking and Construction at 605-280-2848 or email them at cbriggs25@pi.midco.net to visit about your next project.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
Wow, Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Riverview RV Park overlooks Lake Sharp on the Missouri River. They have all the amenities from full hookups, laundry, showers, dog park, play area, and free Wi-Fi. There's no need to drive across the country. When here in central South Dakota, you can find some of the best fishing and the most spectacular sunrises and sunsets. Call us today at 605-280-6266 or reserve your next camping spot online at briggsrvpark.com. Make Riverview RV Park your home away from home experience.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union's recreational loan special is in full swing with rates as low as 2.25% APR and terms as long as 15 years. Now is your chance to get into that new or used boat, jet ski, camper, motorcycle, UTV, or ATV you've been dreaming about. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and let the girls at Owyhee Federal Credit Union make that dream a reality.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota is serving the central South Dakota community and beyond with a great selection of used vehicles. Local trades and program vehicles are available. New Toyotas and new Fords are arriving and selling before they even hit the lot. So don't wait. Stop in and find out what's coming. If you've been thinking about ordering a new Ford, stop in and sit down with one of our sales specialists today. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
Service Master of Pierre is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pierre is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
Like they've been saying it this month, Grossenberg Implement wants you to prepare for winter. This week's part special is an 8% discount on all engine block heaters. Not sure that you want to tackle the job yourself? Ask a Grossenberg service manager about having their staff install it for you so you know it's done right. See any of the parts professionals this week at Grossenberg Implement and save 8% on engine block heaters.
DRG Media Group Sports is the official voice of the Pierre Governors.
Kenols wants to run again, and he's got room. 40, 30, foot race to the 10, 5, and a touchdown. Pierre will come back and set up Avery Kaiser on the outside left through the block, and that's down.
The official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7, and also at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app, brought to you by Golden Buffalo and DRGnews.com.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is your premier spot to watch all the sports, from your local Govs and Lady Govs, as well as Buffs and Lady Buffs, all the way up to your favorite big league teams. Kick back and relax with a pizza, nachos, burgers, or one of our air-fried appetizers. Wash down the food with your pick from our array of premium beverages. Between the action, be sure to check out the unique and plentiful memorabilia throughout the building. We can't wait for you to come in and watch the games with us broadcast on liveticket.tv. The Fieldhouse in Pierre.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program. These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit Card. Go Governors!
DMC Wear Parts is a proud South Dakota business providing high-quality wear parts for all makes and models of heavy equipment. We quote you direct from multiple manufacturers, cutting out the middleman and getting you better prices than the large dealers. We specialize in cutting edges for motor graders, loaders, snowplows, and more. We offer complete undercarriages for dozers, excavators, pavers, and skid steers, including rubber tracks. Click to visit dmcwearparts.com or call or text 605-840-8082.
At Wilbur Ellis, our forward-thinking approach to crop protection, nutrition, and seed development combines years of service and expertise to the latest technology wherever you are, whatever your needs. We offer seed sales, providing Integra, DeKalb, and NK seed, fertilizer and chemical application, which includes ground and air spray, and more. Much more. We're proud to sponsor all area sports and activities, with locations in Miller, Highmore, and Blunt. Wilbur Ellis.
Family Dental at Pierre and Gettysburg, Hermanson Endodontics, Cowboy Country Schools, and Gales Gas Service.
Now, Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Thank you, Rod Fisher. Thank you, David Burrell, and thank you for joining us tonight. As Brian Oakland here, we welcome you to another night of high school volleyball on River 92.7, your official voice of the Governors. As the Pierre Governor volleyball squad welcomes in one of the top teams in South Dakota in Class AA. It is the Gorman Knights. Gorman coming in with a record of 9-3. The Governors are 9-2. They bounced back off of a 2-game skid with a win Tuesday night over Class A top 5 squad Rapid City Christian. And the Governors hoping to get back on track as they take on the Knights tonight. Going to have to play about a perfect game to beat this squad, but the Governors certainly maybe up to the task here in their home gym. Should be a good night here. Hopefully we give you everything this one is worth as well. Got a lot to talk about coming up in our pregame show. We'll take a 3-minute break, and our Becky Potts of a State Farm Insurance pregame show will take us around South Dakota, and we'll take a look at the state of volleyball, especially in Class AA. We'll also look at the schedule of games that has happened so far this week and what's coming up tonight and up into the weekend and maybe even into next week, as well as we watch a sophomore match that has O'Gorman up a set and leading 18-13 in the second, make that 18-14. But the Pierre Governor JV squad got a 15-12 win in the third set. In the junior varsity squad, they won the second one 30-28. So a real exciting junior varsity match that the Governors did win. And again, O'Gorman with the lead here in the sophomore match. The varsity match is upcoming as well. And again, plenty to talk about. We'll do that after a 3-minute break. The Becky Pottsbah State Farm pregame show is next, and you're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on your official voice of Pierre Governor Athletics on the air, River 92.7, online at drgnews.com.
For over 100 years, State Farm Insurance has been there to help whenever you need them. The team at Pottsbah State Farm is your Central South Dakota good neighbor. While technology may have changed, you can always expect top-notch customer service from Pottsbah State Farm. They'll take care of all of your insurance and financial service needs, where good neighbor service is their continued priority. Pottsbah State Farm Insurance, with offices in Pierre and Gregory.
With another school year in sports upon us, Beck Motor Company would like to wish all students and staff a great school year. Proud to support our communities for over 50 years, we're here for all your automotive needs. Call us at 224-5912. Visit us at beck-motors.com. Safe travels from everyone at Beck Motor Company in Pierre.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino, from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it in time for this game. See live and archived video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota high school sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play.
One team. The Pierre Governors know what that means, and so do the men and women of the Hughes County Sheriff's Office. No matter how good you are, a good team makes you better. To be the best, that takes teamwork. If you want to know more about the Hughes County Sheriff's Office and their 361 team, log on at hughescounty.org and click on the Sheriff tab. The Hughes County Sheriff's Office and the Pierre Govs, winning teams. Welcome back to Riggs High Gym. You just heard from the Hughes County Sheriff's Office, and it is the Sheriff's Office who sponsors our broadcast booth, our place to sit and originate our broadcast from. Brian Oakland here on the Upper West Side, but Jordan Lutmer is running camera for our friends at Live Tickets on the Upper East Side. He is also part of our Hughes County Sheriff's Office broadcast booth. Thanks to all men and women and first responders for doing what they do here in Hughes County and in our local communities, and again for giving us a place to sit and broadcast volleyball from, in this case, at Riggs High Gym, the Hughes County Sheriff's Office broadcast booth. Well, we take a look at in our pregame show. It's how things are going so far in this season. And I think for most of the teams, record-wise, they are more than halfway through the season now. Governors played their first game of the second half of their schedule. They were that was their 11th match on Tuesday night with a win over Rapid City Christian. Right now, though, Sioux Falls, Washington sitting atop the power rankings with an 8-1 record ahead of O'Gorman, who is now 9-3. O'Gorman had a bit of a surprise, losing in 5 sets to Sioux Falls Roosevelt last week, and then over the weekend at a tournament at the Pentagon facility, Class A Dakota Valley and Northwest Iowa Power Western Christian were both winners over O'Gorman, who went 2-2 in 4 straight matches played on Saturday at the Pentagon. But O'Gorman 9-3. Sioux Falls Lincoln, who the Governors saw a couple of Saturdays ago, looking very strong. They're getting better and better. They're in that third spot now with a 10-4 mark. Harrisburg in the 4th spot at 11-2. Governors will get Harrisburg here in a couple of weeks. Actually, we'll have to go to Harrisburg. Here right now is sitting in the 5th spot at 9-2 ahead of Sioux Falls. Jefferson at 7-2. Huron, who will be here next Tuesday, is at 12-4. The Tigers looking really good lately, but still in the 7th spot power-wise. Then it's Sioux Falls Roosevelt at 8-8. The bottom half of the next 16 has Rapid City Stevens and Watertown both 8-6. Aberdeen Central at 5-6. Aberdeen lost to O'Gorman on Monday night earlier this week. Mitchell at 5-9. Brandon Valley, who we will see in Brandon on Saturday afternoon, just 3-12. They're number 13 so far. And then it's Brookings at 4-9. Douglas also 4-9. Spearfish in the 16th spot, now 7-14 with Yankton, Rapid City Central, and Sturgis, all with just 2 wins on the season, pulling up the bottom of the standings, so the power rankings in Class AA volleyball. The schedule from earlier in the week, as mentioned, O'Gorman winning at Aberdeen Central 3 games, I should say at home to Aberdeen, 3 games to none, 25-11, 25-12, 25-19. And obviously a lot of volleyball lately for the Knights with those 4 matches on Saturday as well. Pierre was a winner on Tuesday night here against Rapid City Christian, 25-22, 25-17, 22-25, 25-21, a 3-1 victory there. Brookings was a 3-1 winner in the ESD over Watertown. Harrisburg swept Sioux Falls Roosevelt, while Sioux Falls Washington went all 5 with Huron. And, that 5th one went 15-13. So Washington with a hard-fought win there to stay on top, but Huron playing very well in that one. Sweeps for Lincoln over Mitchell and for Jefferson over Yankton on Tuesday night. Out west, Spearfish was a 3-1 winner over St. Thomas More, but Sturgis falling 3-1 in the Black Hills Conference to Hot Springs. That brings up tonight's schedule with O'Gorman playing at Pierre. In addition to this one, you've got Sioux Falls Roosevelt playing at Mitchell, Harrisburg at Sioux Falls Jefferson, Huron back to Sioux Falls to take on Lincoln High. 1 game in the ESD is Brandon Valley at Aberdeen Central. Yankton, meanwhile, goes to Class A Vermilion. Their neighbors down the road in Sturgis playing at Douglas tonight. Tomorrow, the only AA team that'll be playing will be Rapid City Central as they'll go to Scottsbluff, Nebraska to play in a tournament. That'll take them into Saturday as well. And then on Saturday at 2:30 start in our next volleyball broadcast when the Governors go to Brandon Valley will be on the air at 2 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. O'Gorman's next match will be a great one. They'll play number 1 Sioux Falls Christian out of Class A. In Christian's home gym. Brookings will be at Marshall, Minnesota as well. And the upcoming schedule into the week ahead, we mentioned Pierre with just 1 match. They'll play Huron here at Riggs High Gym, 7 o'clock Tuesday nights and a 6:30 pregame on that one. O'Gorman, meanwhile, will host Brandon Valley on Tuesday night. And I thought they had another match next week, but I'm not seeing it right now. So a lot of action still to come yet this week into the weekend for both of these teams and for all of Class AA volleyball. That's the state of volleyball in our Becky Potsdam State Farm pregame show. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, talk keys to success next. We'll hear from Cale Heck of Sioux Falls O'Gorman later on, but Tiffany Stoster in our Central Dakota Eye Care keys to success will be next. Before we go to break, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety celebrates being a part of a team. They remind us to buckle up every trip, every time. That from the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. Back in 2 minutes, this is Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotaststormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota wants your trade. We also want any vehicle that you might be willing to part with. So much so that we'll give you an additional 200 Pure Pride dollars when you trade or when you let us buy your vehicle. Yes, 200 Pure Pride dollars when you trade or when you sell your vehicle to Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota. Stop in at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC. A registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? Live Ticket TV has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages start at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE extension 2. That's 833-605-5483 extension 2 and punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
Here we go with Keys to Success with Tiffany Stoster, the Governor head coach, and a busy week, match number 2, and the competition just gets better and better, Coach Tiff. A good match against Rapid City Christian. Long layoff back against a good Class A opponent. You got a 4-set win. I think that team pushed you a little bit, but maybe in talking to you off the mic, maybe you need to be pushing yourselves a little bit more if you want to look at it that way.
Yeah, I don't think that was our best effort by any means. I don't know what it is. I thought we'd come out ready to play. People are wondering if it's because we had a layoff for 10 days, and I guess I thought we would come out a little more urgent than we did that night, and we just didn't. So enough to win, though. I mean, Rapid City Christian's a good team, and just because they're in Class A, they are a very good team. They had some outside hitters that gave us a lot of trouble. So it was a battle, and they'd take a lot of AA teams this year. They did a nice job, but we can play a lot better than we did last time on Tuesday.
That's a team in Class A where Sioux Falls Christian and Dakota Valley are always the cream of the crop. You really want to see a good team like Rapid City Christian succeed, don't you?
Yeah, you do. They'll be at the state tournament, no doubt, and wouldn't surprise me if they're right up there playing. They've got a lot of height. They might be the tallest team we've seen so far. Big girls, big blocks, they were able to do some things that gave us trouble. So it was a good matchup for us, exposed some things that we needed to work on, and I think tonight's going to be a better showing.
Might be the tallest team we've seen until tonight. I think Gorman's got some trees up there in this block. Their block is going to be a big deal, and as if they don't have enough for you to worry about on the offensive side.
Yeah, they've got big middle, 6'4" middle. I think my guess is that they'll probably cheat over to Avery's side. Luckily for us, we've got 2 great right side hitters that we can give the ball to when they do that. So our setters are going to watch for that. They're going to see which way she's headed, and then they're going to set the opposite direction. We're going to keep that middle moving all night long.
It's been a couple of weeks now, but a couple of losses against 2 Sioux Falls schools that I think definitely were opportunities to learn a lot in the Sioux Falls style, and the one team that's been there all throughout that rise for them, I guess, is O'Gorman. What can you take from those matches into this match tonight?
The Sioux Falls schools, they play each other, and you never know who's going to win. I think they see each other all year long. They know what the other team's going to do, and so every night a different one's beating a different way. So for me, it's good to watch a team like Aberdeen play O'Gorman or a team like Huron and see what they can do against them. And I watched their game against Roosevelt, and I saw what Roosevelt did. I thought they pushed things deep. If you can make that back row have to pass, they're out of system quite a bit. So that's what we're going to do. Any chance we get, we're pushing the balls back row.
Yeah, they have shown some vulnerabilities. Yeah. It's just a matter of how well you can execute things on your side and really get into your systems as well.
That's exactly right. We've got to control what we can do on our side. We talked about it, they're going to have kills. They're going to have kills from the outside. We can't expect to play flawless tonight, but we can stop a lot of things, and we have powerful weapons, and I think that we can dominate their back row. I think we can cause them a lot of trouble. So that our goal is take care of our side of the net tonight.
So as a team who's trying to, let's call it game plan against your opponent, obviously they've got Bergen Riley, and she does this and that and everything else, and she does it all very well. How do you game plan so that you keep the ball away from her, so to speak?
Sure, yeah. We using our right sides. I think that we can tool off her block a little bit. I watched I watched several games of teams playing Gorman, and she has trouble. I think that tip right over the top of them's available. I think that there's definitely some things that you can do that are going to cause problems whether Bergen's in the game or not. So she plays that middle back. I think side to side we can penetrate those gaps a little bit, and when she moves, sometimes the pass isn't that great. So we worked on some things. I'm not going to say try and keep the ball away from her. We're going to just try and go right through.
Everybody, as I've even talked to Bergen tonight, but everybody knows everybody in AA volleyball. Now they all see each other in the summertime, and there's a lot of friendships, friendly rivalries, but this is a case where you don't really want to get all starstruck either. It's just a matter of staying focused and stick to the matter at hand.
Yeah, and I think, everybody knows who she is and that she's a great volleyball player, but at the same time, you only get so many chances to beat a team like this, right? And so the girls are excited about that. They recognize this is kind of a once-a-year deal, and they haven't done it. They haven't executed the last couple of varsity years that we played Gorman, and so they're anxious for this opportunity, and what a good feeling it would be if they did it.
Yeah, okay. Other keys to success tonight, then?
Yeah, we got to penetrate. Everything's got to go deep to that back row, make those passers work. Keep them out of system. If the set's off the net, they struggle a lot more than if they have a good set. So pushing everything deep for us tonight.
All right, Coach. Go get them, all right?
Thank you.
Tiffany Stoster, the Governor, head coach. Coach's comments. Keys to success come to us courtesy of Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. And we'll hear from the visiting head coach, Cale Hecht of Gorman. Hi, after you hear this from CDE in Pierre.
Central Dakota Eye Care continues to grow. Hi, this is Dr. Matthew Blazik. I've recently joined the practice at Central Dakota Eye Care. I'm excited to move back to Pierre, and I am accepting new patients of all ages. We offer state-of-the-art equipment, trained staff, and the best selection of eyewear and contact lenses. Regular, yearly, comprehensive eye exams are key to finding eye problems before symptoms appear. Call us today at 224-6128 for an appointment. Central Dakota Eye Care, 640 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Better vision for a great life.
All right, here we go with keys to success and the visiting head coach, Cale Hecht of the Sioux Falls Gorman Knights, as we come in here. And Coach, I know you've had a great start to the season. Obviously, had a string of W's, have had a couple of bumps in the road here, but still, O'Gorman volleyball is O'Gorman volleyball, and a lot of things are working very well for you. But what did you guys learn in this past week? Now that somebody has put you into the loss column a time or two here.
Yeah, I mean, I think a big thing for us, and kind of almost as cliche as it sounds, is we're working on the whole team and playing as a team. And I think that there's points where you see, like, we play a really good set and everything's clicking, and you can tell there's a lot of communication on our end. We have a lot of energy. We're disciplined in regards to defense and block moves. But then when we go back and look at the losses, I think we definitely have a kind of a string of, we get a little frustrated, and we get not mad at each other, more so just like mad at ourselves. And I think we're realizing how big of a role that takes into team dynamic and how we play on the court. So I think we learned that. I think we've learned there's a lot of and a big focus on our blocking. We've spent a lot of time in our gym on that because we feel like we got to be a lot better. We're getting used a lot. We're not being disciplined block moves and reaching. And so that's been a big emphasis for us recently.
Bounce back with a good win over Aberdeen Tuesday night, and straight sets, and maybe back on track here as you come to face another good opponent in the Pierre Governors.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good, in all honesty, a team win on Monday against Aberdeen. I felt like that was the best we've played just as a team, and we didn't have Bergen, and there were a couple other kids out sick, and so it was fun to see other kids step up, and I think it gave kids a chance to, I think at times we are too dependent on Bergen, and I think at times we look at it and they're like, we have Bergen. It's like, you still got to do it, and I think it was good for the kids to see that we can win without it. And then, we come into here, and I think this will be the first real, in a sense, I want to say road test. Not that I'm not including the Sioux Falls schools when it's a road test, because it's just kind of, you're here. It's going to be a swimming a big crowd and it's going to be loud and everybody's cheering against you. You don't have that many people for you. And that's hard enough. And then you have a good peer volleyball team where they've gone and taken sets from some really good teams and won some good matches, and they've got some firepower. So that'll be the big test, I think, for us, is how we can limit firepower.
As you look on that team or at this peer team on film or whatever, however you've seen them, I mean, they have all the tools. I think from a peer fan's perspective, they still might be a step behind, but they want to get to that point. And I think playing against good teams like yourself is what's going to help them out. But what do you see as real big challenges with the Govs tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think we need to be very, like I talked earlier, disciplined in our block moves. I think the second we start going out and reaching and really trying to do too much and not trusting our block moves, but not trusting the people in the backcourt for us, that's when we're going to get hurt. I've, at least from watching film and everything, that you guys appear as some kids who are going to go out there and take some swings, and I think that's great. And I think that's what we have to be prepared for, is if we're doing well on our block moves, we'll be in really, really good shape, I think.
Okay. Any other keys to success other than the block tonight?
I think we definitely getting some other people involved offensively. Bergen carries a big load for us, and I think if we can get Brogan's been playing really well with one of our middles, and I think if we can get her going early on, I think that's going to really change the dynamic for everybody offensively. When you get that middle threat going, it's tough defensively on the other side of the net to really shut it down, because you're just kind of guessing and hoping that, in a sense, they don't set the middle, and then it's fast, it's hard to get set, and then you're kind of on your heels.
Talking about Bergen Riley, of course, and all the great things that she's been able to do here in the last few years, and now even in the last few months. But you know, she's here, she's out, she's kind of got I don't want to say other commitments, but has that cut into some of the chemistry. Even though I'm sure maybe you feel like as this season goes along, you'll be right where you want to be at the end of the season, won't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's been hard at times, I think, because, I mean, she's been gone. And luckily it was during our 2-week break. But even then, that's a lot of time when kids are playing together, especially for setter-hitter connection. That's a big aspect. And that's a lot of reps that she doesn't get at that time. I mean, you can't say no to that. So it's like, you respect it. It's a crazy opportunity, and we're pumped for her. But I think it makes it hard for her, but she also really has always done well at coming back, and I think there's a big difference if she was setting for us. I think the transition would be a lot harder, just due to, I mean, you're going from a 5'8" outside to a 6'2" girl who jumps 40 inches. Compared to now that she's just hitting, I think it's a little easier transition back. But in regards to the team dynamic, I think that's something that we still build on. And I mean, we have time yet. I wish it could develop faster, and I think that's kind of why we've hit a rough stretch almost. We've had people sick, Bergen's been gone, and it's been a ride so far.
Yeah, Coach, appreciate your time. Good luck tonight.
Yeah, right? Thank you.
Cale Heck, the head coach of the O'Gorman Knights, as we got a good one coming up. O'Gorman taking on the Pierre Governors. As we've got a couple of minutes left in our pregame countdown here at Riggs High. Jim, why don't we jump right into starting lineups? Starters brought to you by Envirotech in Pierre, but once again, our keys to success, thanks to the coaches, sponsored by Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. The Envirotech starters for the visiting O'Gorman Knights will begin with the setter, Brooke Harbison, who's a 5'9" senior, setting it up for the hitters, including the middles, including Brogan Beck, a 6'4" senior, and Maggie Noonan is a 5'9" senior on the outside. Kiera McManus is a 5'10" sophomore in the middle. Also Brenna Beck, a right side specialist, a sophomore at 6'2", and then of course Bergen Riley, 6'1", and a senior. She's from the right side, but Bergen has made a living as a setter, but she's just hitting exclusively. And this one is Brooke Harbison doing a nice job as the primary setter for the O'Gorman Knights. So Bergen Riley, Kiera McManus, Maggie Noonan, Brooke Harbison, Brenna Beck, and Brogan Beck, the starting six for O'Gorman out there with libero Gabriella Jones, a 5'5" senior, roaming the back row. And we'll hear and see names and faces from Abby Moen, a 5'7" senior, Michaela Tiart, a 5'5" senior, and Mackenzie Walsh, a 6'2" freshman, will come in as well. For head coach Cale Hecht and assistant coaches Jim Abbott, Bailey Nas, and Madison Wasink, former Harrisburg volleyball great. Those are the Gorman Knights at 9-3 on the season. Let's hear from Envirotech, and the Governor's starters are next. This is Governor Volleyball.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety. River 92.7, KGFX FM, Pierre. Stay alive. Don't text and drive.
Envirotech makes life a little bit simpler. No matter what the circumstances, no matter what is handed to you, Envirotech has you covered. One call is all it takes to have easy setup, easy pickup, and easy payment. Call Envirotech at 605-224-4804 or use their website to pay your bill online at envirotechwaste.com. Use their mobile app, Waste Connect. Check their website or receive a robocall for collection schedule because of weather or holidays. Envirotech has you covered.
Starting lineups courtesy of Envirotech in Pierre, as the Governors will bring Elise Christopherson, the setter, at 5'7", the junior, Lily Sanchez, also the setter at 5'9", and a senior. Give her some chance to swing, though, and she'll take advantage of those. Obviously, a 5'6" junior is Lainey Rinke, roaming the back row as a defensive specialist. The hitters for the Governors include McKenna Schleckaway, the middle hitter at 5'11", and a senior, Reese Terwilliger, also 5'11", and the junior. And Avery Kaiser, the 6' senior, on the outside for the Governors, with Rinke, Sanchez, Schleckaway, Christopherson, Kaiser, Terwilliger, the starting rotation. Of course, Remington Price, the senior libero at 5'7", and the bigs coming in up front as well for the Governors off the bench include Danny Beck, who had a great match against Rapid City Christian Tuesday night. She is a 6'2" senior in the middle, and Campbell Boddicker, an outside hitter, mainly left side from that spot, and the 5'10" junior. For the Governors and head coach Tiffany Stoser, assistant coaches Alexis Terwilliger, Chloe Kaiser, Kim Byerly, and Taylor Hyde. And now Taylor McLennan, who just got married over the past weekend. So congrats to Coach Taylor Hyde. Now Taylor Hyde McLennan. 9-2 are the Governors. The starters are brought to you by Envirotech in Pierre. Here's that other starting lineup with the game officials, who will include at the net Brian C. and Sharon Ferry. And in the corners, the line judges Brianna Kusler and Nicole Bowman. Our line judges and our game officials are the law on the court, sponsored by the Attorney General's Office of South Dakota and their Division of Consumer Protection. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we're back with more Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Car scams are more common now, largely due to the low inventory of vehicles. This is your Attorney General, Mark Vargo, saying that while we may take this type of purchase for granted, don't rush into it for fear of losing out on that vehicle. Stay vigilant and do your homework before you make the purchase. If you're purchasing a used vehicle, know who you're dealing with, know what you're signing, and be sure you get a copy of the signed agreement at the time of purchase. Be wary of look-alike or sound-alike car dealer websites. If you have questions, contact my Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Hey, DQ fans, we're giving the people what they want. 2 Blizzard Treats of the Month. That's right. September means pumpkin pie, and the brand new Cinnamon Roll Center's Blizzard Treat have arrived. We're so excited we just couldn't wait to tell you. Pumpkin pie is a fall classic made with real pumpkin pie pieces, and the new Cinnamon Roll Center's is jam-packed with your favorite soft cinnamon roll pieces. Hurry in and taste them for yourself today. Only at DQ. Happy taste good.
At Avera Health Plans, we know your egg business is vital to South Dakota, and affordable health insurance is essential to running that business. As your health insurance partner, we'll help to lighten the load of managing these expenses in an uncertain market. We're dedicated to rural health care with extensive preventative care services that are good for communities. We'll work with you to create a plan that's both affordable and effective, so your employees have the coverage they need when they need it. You don't have to wait. Call your agent or get a quote at averahealthplans.com/save.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
Comtech has your technology solutions. Check out their showroom located right off the truck route on Irwin Street. Come in and see what you've been missing. A large selection of TVs, sound systems, and smart speakers, PCs, desktops, and tablets, home and business security and telecommunication systems. Comtech is your all-in-one solution for any technology needs. Wishing all athletes the best of luck in today's competition. Comtech. Come see what you've been missing.
Welcome back at Riggs High Gym. Brian Oakland ready to go with play-by-play. You just heard from Comtech in Pierre, Communication and Electronic Services. They'll sponsor our opening serve of tonight's match and the first serve of each of our subsequent sets as well. They're still doing starting lineups on the floor, so we can take a look at what else is going on once again in South Dakota tonight. In addition to Pierre and O'Gorman, a few other matches have Huron playing at Sioux Falls Lincoln, Yankton at Vermilion against a Class A opponent. Good one having number 3 Harrisburg at number 5 Sioux Falls Jefferson in the big town tonight. Brandon Valley playing at Aberdeen Central. Meanwhile, Sioux Falls Roosevelt is at Mitchell, and one match out west, Sturgis playing at Douglas this evening. That's the AA schedule tonight. Our Governor broadcast schedule has volleyball tonight with Pierre and O'Gorman. Of course, a big matchup tomorrow for the top-ranked and 5-time defending state champion Pierre Governors on the football field. They go to Brandon Valley to take on the Lynx. We'll have a 6:25 pregame for that one tomorrow, 7 o'clock kickoff. And then we'll stay in Brandon. And the Governor girls in their next matchup have a matchup at Brandon Valley on a Saturday afternoon, 2 o'clock pregame and a 2:30. First serve for the Govs against the Lynx. So 3 straight nights of Governor Athletics coming to you here on River 92.7. And we, of course, are live streaming with video from Live Ticket on the River 92.7 page of drgnews.com, on Go Govs Live, which you can also access through the Pierre School website. Student body on Barbecue Dad and Soccer Mom Night. The theme for the evening, they're getting ready to go. We hope you are too. We've got the Governors in home white tonight with the green numbers and green cuffs on the sleeves. Black trunks. O'Gorman has gray and royal blue tonight. Gray jerseys with the royal blue numbers. And if you get a full court view of this one, they'll hit from right to left. The Governors returning from left to right. Both liberos checking in. It's Gabby Jones in all blue for the Knights, and Remy Price in black on black. She apparently will be the first server of the evening as the Governors apparently won the toss. So first serve again sponsored by Comtech in Pierre with Heather Williams in studio, Jordan Lutmer on video camera. Here we go. Brian Oakland play-by-play. Price's serve is across, and Jones will play it right up, and Brogan Beck with the tapper across, misplayed by Elise Christofferson, and that'll be an opening kill to go right to O'Gorman. Brooke Harbison with the receive of that opening pass on the return of serve. So far, so good for O'Gorman. And again, yes, they did have a few bumps in the road, but you get O'Gorman and Roosevelt together, throw out the records. It's always a tough match. Roosevelt got this team in 5 sets last week, and then O'Gorman lost a couple of matches to some really good Class A opponents in the Pentagon Classic. Here's a slide out here from Harbison to Brogan Beck once again, right side. And the first 2 to Beck for O'Gorman. Bergen Riley is out there. Obviously, we'll be talking about her an awful lot, and I want to get a message about Bergen Riley here shortly, but some good hard serving played up by Avery Kaiser, but for the second time in a row, the Governors have to free ball it back, and Brogan Beck will go straight this time, bringing the heat, but this one goes long, and it's out of bounds, and the Governors will get a rally point here. Earlier this afternoon, I got an opportunity to chat with Bergen Riley, and basically we had about a 16-minute interview for the purposes of putting it on our Players Perspective podcast that we have available through drgnews.com. Bergen is blocked on her first attempt, but she keeps one alive. Good job by Reese Terwilliger up there. Governors get a free ball back, and here is Terwilliger from Lily Sanchez. Well, Reese got the block of Riley, and she came right back, wanted it from Sanchez, and she hammers one home, and the Governors get their first offensive point of the night. And a hot shot for Reese Terwilliger. 2-2 start to this one. Harbison tried to second tip over. Danny Beck put it right back. Now a swing out here to Brogan Beck, and once again through the Governor block and down this time. So Brogan Beck with all 3 points so far for Bishop O'Gorman. Now Bergen Riley rotates back to serve, and I tell you what a fine young lady. This was a treat to talk to her for the time that we did. We hopefully will have it up on drgnews.com and the Players Perspective podcast tomorrow. Lily Sanchez to Terwilliger again, and a one and done for Riley and the Knights here. Bergen has had a lot of national and even international playing time and much success over the last several months, dating back to the spring and summer. Off of an Avery Kaiser serve, a dig back to the front, and Brogan Beck is reaping all of the benefits of the O'Gorman offense so far here tonight. She hammers another one home, and OG takes a 4-3 lead. Coming on to serve back once again, the libero, Gabby Jones. Here's Campbell Boddicker with her first swing of the evening, and Campbell through the block and down for her first point. So far, the Governors right there neck and neck with this O'Gorman squad. O'Gorman's second ranked after that loss last week to Roosevelt. Sioux Falls, Washington, the top ranked team in AA. Washington spent a good chunk of the season last year at number 1, only to be beaten in 5 sets by O'Gorman in the state championship for the second year in a row. Served by the Governors from Terwilliger, just about painted the corner where Brianna Kusler is standing as a line judge, but BK rules this one out of bounds, and it's back to O'Gorman. Serve across. Kaiser gets it up to Christofferson on the move, and a tapper is good for McKenna Schleckaway. Assist to Christofferson here. And we continue to trade side outs. O'Gorman had the first 2, Pierre with the next 2, but it's been all side out since. One and done. Now the Governors will try to take their first lead at 5-5. Christofferson serving. Good pass up to Harbison, and O'Gorman coming with it quickly, and Maggie Noonan out on the left side with her first swing from the front row. Hot shot down. Governors couldn't catch up to that one. Noonan rotates to serve. And with a right hand gets it across. Kaiser with a line drive play. Good pass by Christofferson. Tap by Sanchez. And with a touch by O'Gorman. And the push away. 3 hits not enough for the Knights to get it back over. Here fortunate to keep one alive, though, as O'Gorman got a fingertip touch at the net previously. Give an error to the Knights on that one. Now 6 serving 6. And Laney Rinke on to serve. Left-handed swing here. That's Mackenzie Walsh. Dug out. Kaiser is dug. Now Kaiser with some defensive presence, and the Knights will miss one in the net. Pass too close for Harbison to keep it alive. 3 errors now for the Knights, and the Governors have their first lead here in set number 1, 7-6, but Rinke will serve one too long, and they'll tie it right back up. So, 7 serving 7. A couple of errors in serve for the Governors, but Coach Tiffany Stoser said they really want to keep that ball in the back row as much as possible. Here's a return of the favor by Kira McManus in serve. That one sails much too long. And the first serving error for the Knights in the match here as well. 8-7 now. Longest road trip of the season so far for O'Gorman. They've taken trips to Brookings, but most of their trips have just been across town in Sioux Falls. There's a shot for Avery Kaiser, and that one is good. Aves is on the board for the first time. Off of a Christopherson set assist. Now the Governors starting to open things. Well, I won't say they're opening it up, but they do have a 2-point cushion now, 9-7. Price is serving again, as she did to start this match. Noonan with the play up here. Harbison with a bump pass out to Riley, who is blocked. Bergen gets a loose ball back, but there is Price to cover it up. Now Sanchez off of the Riley block, but that is tipped down on the O'Gorman side. And Lily Sanchez with the point for the Governors, who have now scored 3 in a row. Governors so far have defended Bergen Riley well. It's Brogan Beck, who is now in front left, that is has been a bit of a problem for Pierre defensively. Brogan's got an opportunity from the middle. That one through the block, and that'll find its way down. 5 kills for Brogan Beck early on. Governor run ends at 3. O'Gorman back within 2. It's 8 serving 10. And their server is their setter, Brooke Harbison. If O'Gorman can send Bergen Riley into a hitting mode up front for an entire season, that gives you a pretty good idea of what they've got in a setter in Brooke Harbison. Here comes Beck again on the move as Harbison feeds her on that slide. Brogan Beck, 6'4", is obviously going to be the one that flies under the radar, so to speak, with O'Gorman and all the attention they get. From a media standpoint, if you want to put it that way, here's Rinke on a serve that probably would have gone long, but when in doubt, you got to make a play on it. Free ball out by the Governors. Here comes Riley. Kaiser got low, got it up into the air, had to get back up on her feet quickly, and then hits it as Terwilliger was bearing down on a loose ball, too. There's an error for the Governors, their first of the night, and that 3-point Pierre lead is now gone. It's 10-10. Making our way through here, set number 1 as Harbison serves for the 3rd time. Return is back over the net from Rinke. Now outside it goes to Riley, and there you go. First full shot for Bergen Riley that we've had the opportunity to see here tonight. Bergen's got her first kill, and now 4 in a row for the Knights. Watch Harbison get a serve in, and then she'll just come right back up and make sure she's in position to make a pass, but the Governors will give it to Kaiser. Dug out by Jones. Now Riley, not much on that one, but good enough. And the Knights are starting to heat up here. Tiffany Stoser will take her first timeout. 5 in a row scored by O'Gorman on the road here. They take a 12-10 lead. Set number 1. Timeouts in our broadcast are brought to you by Coca-Cola Bottling in Pierce. Grab a Coke and be back in 30 seconds. This is Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Dakota Antler is the biggest antler buyer in our region. Tony and Derek pay cash all year long for antlers and horns. Deer, elk, moose, and sheep can be cash in your pocket. They'll come to you, too. Find them on Dakota Antlers LLC or online at dakotaantlers.com. You can also give them a call to set up an appointment. Call Derek at 605-360-3749 or Tony at 605-730-0108. Dakota Antler, a proud supporter of all local athletics and activities.
At the ringside gym, O'Gorman heating up now after the Governors had some things going. Here led 10-7. Right now they trail 12-10, and O'Gorman with Brooke Harbison will continue in serve. Coming out of that break, Brian Oakland with a play-by-play, and Harbison can't keep the roll going. She will sail this one long, and a service error will give a side out back to the Govs. See that an awful lot. You call a timeout, the server maybe gets out of rhythm. Lily Sanchez will try this time, serving. Played in the back row, stays in the back row, but now from the 10-foot line, Riley, they say Pierre gets a touch on it. O'Gorman able to keep it in play, but a free ball back to the Governors, and there is Kaiser in the middle. Avery Kaiser with the return smash home, and Pierre ties it up again, 12-12. About halfway through set number 1 as we race to 25. You got to win them by 2, of course. Lily Sanchez with a line drive across, played back to the net. Danny Beck almost got a put away, but a free ball comes back here. Now Price to Sanchez, and the swing for Terwilliger is blocked by Riley. Beck might have been in that area as well. So you got Brogan Beck, also Brenna Beck, who we'll see on the O'Gorman side. You've got Danny Beck at 6'2", on the Governor's side. With a defensive point here for Bergen Riley to give the Knights the lead back at 13-12. Sanchez tries to get that second touch over. No good. And a return tap by the Knights is missed wide and out of bounds by Maggie Noonan. And here we'll tie again at 13 all. And a number of ties. Just a couple of lead changes so far here in this first game. Kaiser with a service ace, though, will give the lead back. Gabby Jones let that one go, but that one fell plenty fair into the back right for Avery Kaiser, and here leads 14-13. First ace for either squad tonight. Kaiser coming up the middle will go right side again. Jones gets this one up to Harbison, and the slide to Brogan Beck is good. Sanchez trying to keep it alive. Tell you what, Brogan Beck, who's checking out now, but her hitting percentage has been outstanding so far tonight. 7 kills. I honestly don't think Pierre has been able to defend her once. I think she missed one, so maybe 7 out of 8 swings for Brogan Beck. Pierre plays up this serve, but Campbell Boddicker with a miss hit at the net. Might have been looking at the defense across the net instead. And took her eye off of it. Gorman takes the lead back now 15-14 as Jones will serve again. Royal blue on black for Gabby Jones, but this one stays into the net and will not clear. Third error in serve for the Knights, and we're tied at 15. Terwilliger time here in serve for the Governors. Left to right if you're watching at full court. Twiggy swings it away. A back set to Riley here to the back row. Dug out by Sanchez. Now Kaiser will take a cut from the back row, but that is a dig out for the Knights as well. Free ball back. Here's Beck with a try for the Governors. Dig up to Harbison. Second touch. She wanted to put it over, but doesn't clear. Stays in the net. And this a hitting error for O'Gorman and a lead back to the Governors. Good one going so far here. 16-15 our score. Terwilliger serves it away again. The pass here, Harbison runs it down. Noonan with the tapper is blocked, though, by Danny Beck and McKenna Schleckaway. No, it's Michaela Sherwood up there. Nope, that is number 8, Schleckaway, and number 6, Danny Beck. So Beck provides that defensive presence for the Governors. Another serve here with the Govs back up by 2. This is Noonan from the 10-foot line out on the edge. Kaiser with the dig. Now Boddicker wants to swing. Didn't get a lot on it. 1, 2, 3. It'll clear. Schleckaway wants to put it away through Gabby Jones, but run down nicely in the back row. Pierre has to try it again. Boddicker again through Jones. This one is good, and the Governors continue to add it up. Campbell Boddicker with her second kill. Pierre has 7 kills in this first set. Nobody with more than 2. 5 players are in the act so far. And Cale Heck will take his first time out on the O'Gorman side of things at Coca-Cola. Breaking the action, and that's sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling in Pierre. 30-second break. We're back. You're listening to Governor Volleyball.
Olson Plumbing in Pierre provides complete plumbing and drain cleaning services to commercial and residential customers. Olson Plumbing understands how the simple things in life are often the things we can't live without, and running water is the top of the list. Olson Plumbing offers 24/7 emergency services, and they can be at your location in under an hour in most cases. If you need help with your plumbing system, call Olson Plumbing 605-224-6436.
At Rig Tie Gym as the Governors leading second-ranked O'Gorman 18-15 early on. Pierre has gotten off to good starts several times this season against Sioux Falls schools, but we've got a long way to go, and out of that timeout here is Reese Terwilliger with the miss. So we saw the Governors take a timeout early, and O'Gorman came back with a service error. Same thing here for O'Gorman taking the timeout, and Pierre with a service error. Their third of the set. It's 18-16. Noonan serves for OG. Sanchez gets it up to Christofferson. She wanted to slide it out to McKenna Schleckaway, but Schleckaway didn't run the route. She wanted one right in the middle, and there will be a serve return error for Pierre to help the O'Gorman cause. Back to a 1-point game now, 18-17. Governors. Noonan ready to go again. If I'm seeing the numbers correctly, there's Boddicker with a nice save at the scorer's table. A Kaiser one-hander is over, but off the net and out of bounds. It's not Noonan, it is Harbison who is serving. Apologies there. The Gorman Royal Blue numbers. Sometimes tough to read for a guy with bad eyes. That's why I sit in the upper deck as far away as I can get, right? Here's Kaiser from the back row, and another miss by the Governors. Now 4 errors, and out of that Pierre timeout, O'Gorman has run off 4 straight. 19-18. Actually, that was out of an O'Gorman timeout. Harbison serves again. Kaiser gets a play on this one up to Christofferson. Didn't catch him off guard. That is Noonan up front. Here's Walsh with the swing. No, that is Brenna back swinging and scoring. Back to lefty. The 6'2 sophomore with her first kill of the night. And O'Gorman is the team on fire now. They lead 20-18, and the Governors take their second and final timeout here in game number 1. Another Coca-Cola break in the action. Back in 30 seconds. This is Governor Volleyball.
Stay in a beautiful Black Hills vacation home, the Summit on Dancing Sky near Leeds, South Dakota, in the popular Powder House Pass development. It's a modern rustic design with over 5,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms, and 5 baths for you to enjoy. You'll get gorgeous views of the Terry Peak Mountain Range. There's a community pool to enjoy, and you're close to all the attractions like Deadwood, Sturgis, Spearfish, and a whole lot more. The Summit on Dancing Sky. Visit them at DancingSky.com.
Back at Ringside, Governor Volleyball brought to you in part by your Pierre Sports marketing sponsors, who include Bank West, Brittany Shufflebine Agency LLC, Beck Motors, Dakota Storm Roofing, and the Dairy Queen in Pierre. A 5-point run going for the Knights. Hot shot for Campbell Boddicker, which is dug back over. The Governors trying to put it away. No go. The Knights keep it alive. Boddicker will swing again, and there it is. Governors got it back to Campbell. Campbell's been swinging a hot bat, so to speak, of late. Governors get the consistency from Avery Kaiser, but it's Campbell Boddicker who may be the X factor on this team. Governors back within 1, 19 serving 20. The Christofferson serve is across. Sanchez back to AC, now back to Lily Sanchez with a tapper in the middle. And we've got a tie game again, 20-20. Game number 1. Pretty good idea of the competition we expect to see all night long, or at least especially for the Governors side of things, what we hope to see, because this team has been off of a long layoff, a little bit lackadaisical from time to time. Christofferson with a miss in serve into the net. And O'Gorman leads 21-20. There's Maggie Noonan serving, but the running jumper will sail long, and both teams now want to serve aggressively. I've been watching O'Gorman serve. They are a very good and a very aggressive serving team. Governors trying to match that. Now, a 21-21 tie. Lainey Rinke serves, taking Gabby Jones to the floor. Here's Brenna Beck clearing it out. Price will get it to Christofferson. Now Kaiser had to wait just a little bit to pull the string. Here comes Bergen Riley. She'll pull the string herself. Got it right back. Kept alive at the net by Lily Sanchez. Rinke with a free ball clear. Now a chance for Harbison. This for O'Gorman on the left side. Kira McManus, no good. Here's a tapper by O'Gorman, but wide and out of bounds. In front of the striped overall guys, and the Governors get a big point here. They take a lead late in game number 1, 22-21. Rinke serves it away. Now Bergen Riley. Rinke stares that one down, digs it up. Sanchez will take a swing, dig back over and down on the return. McKenna Schleck away in the middle. And a final timeout in game number 1 for O'Gorman. He used all 4 timeouts. Both teams combined. It must be a pretty good game. That's what we've got so far. 23-21. Governors up by 2 with 2 to go. After this 30-second Coca-Cola timeout, you're listening to Governor Volleyball.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
By Pierre Sports Marketing sponsors, including our friends at Live Ticket, providing video streaming, and also Kruger Contracting, Overhead Door, Rinky Gray Wealth Management, and Avera Orthopedics, also Capital City, Ford, Lincoln, Toyota, Capital City Motors, Inferior Pierre Sports Marketing sponsors. Good set going here, just starting at Riggs High, 23-21, but dig of Bergen Riley by the Governors. They set it up out to Avery Kaiser, and she wanted to tap it across, but she'll miss hit into the net. So 3 in a row by the Govs comes to an end there. They still lead by 1, 23-22. O'Gorman will miss one, and a serve along from McManus. Their 5th serving error, and the Governors have a set point. Trying to draw first blood here. 24-22. It'll be Remy Price to serve. Set point number 1. Price gets it across. Played up by Noonan. Here is Brogan Beck, who continues to be near perfect. Harbison feeds Brogan, and the 6'4" senior gets kill number 8 here in game number 1. 24-23, set point number 2 here coming for the Governors. Good hot shot across. Kaiser can't play it. This will be an ace. That's Michaela Tiart, the 5'5" senior, with a smash in serve. Governor's going to need a better play here, but 25 isn't going to do it to win game number 1. We're tied at 24 now. Of course, you have to win by 2. Tiart across. Rinky got underneath it, but back to the front row for O'Gorman, and Beck will hammer it home again. Brogan Beck with 9 kills here in game number 1. Now it's O'Gorman. Actually, they've given her 10 on the board. Now it's O'Gorman with set point, 25-24. Tiart with Rinky backing off. Sanchez will try to feed and lead Kaiser. Palm shots away. Beck blocked this time, but still easily kept alive by the Knights. Riley is defended. Kaiser with the swing. There is a block, and again, it's Lainey Rinky. Kaiser will try again. She goes down the left side to the corner, and it's good. I believe that Avery Kaiser adjusted her swing in midair. She wanted to go cross court, but she maybe saw an opening to her left, and she's able to put it down now. Deuce at 25. Sanchez to serve for Pierre. Free ball back. Riley with the swing. Not the swing, but just the little touch. And maybe miscommunication as Terwilliger and Price both in the same place. That we'll call it the wrong time. 25-26. O'Gorman by 1. Serving. Riley to try to finish it. And this will be an ace as Kaiser misplayed it back to the net. Sanchez tried to punch it over, but no good. And Bergen Riley ends this one. Good game, but O'Gorman will take the first set on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, 27-25. So O'Gorman up 1-0. Scoreboard brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. And Governor Volleyball brought to you in part by...
Are you searching for an epic career in the healthcare field? Look no further. You can get a practical nursing degree from Lake Area Technical College right here at Capital City Campus in Pierre, South Dakota. It's close to home, affordable, hands-on learning, and relevant training, outstanding job placement with an excellent return on your investment, and one of the best nursing programs available in the region. For more information on how you can launch your healthcare career, Go to lakeareatech.edu or Capital City Campus.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Dimmick Cheese has been making handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota-made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimmick Cheese offers gift boxes, and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website, dimmickdairy.com, or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget to check your local grocery store for their premium cheeses and cheese spreads. Dimmick Cheese.
Scott Darnell with Lee Real Estate in Pierre is ready to help you find your dream home. There are 10 things you need to do to buy or sell your home. Number 1, call him at 605-220-2676, and he'll handle the other 9. As your resident realtor on a bike, he will make buying or selling your home feel like a walk in the park, not an Ironman triathlon. Find him on Facebook or email Scott at LeeRealEstatePierre.com. Lee Real Estate and Scott are proud sponsors of Central South Dakota Youth Sports and Events broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Gorman unofficially 14-10 in the kill column with the advantage. Both teams have Gorman did have 2 aces. The second one finished that first game from Bergen Riley. Remy Price swinging from the back row. She'll get a return dig. As Kaiser swings from the left side, we're underway in game number 2. Brenna Beck with the punch across. Here's Sanchez with the swing and kill. So Lily Sanchez will get the Governors on the board first. First serve in the second game, brought to you by Comtech in Pierre. Brian Oakland, glad to have you with us. Was out of town on Tuesday night, missed the Governor match with Rapid City Christian, but this one would have been hard to miss, no doubt about it. As Price serves first for the Govs in game number 2 and leaves it low into the net. Governors, again, will try to be as aggressive as possible in the serve, but now with their fifth service error here in the early goings. Kaiser with a play up of the serve by O'Gorman this time, and Sanchez swinging outside right, but blocked by Riley and Beck. Bergen Riley, we talk about her successes as a setter, and going to the University of Nebraska next year, she will be a setter. But you don't see a lot of 6'1" setters, but that's exactly what the Huskers will be getting. Here's a setup outside from Sanchez to Kaiser, and Avery Kaiser only had 1 kill in that first game. Gets her first here in the second. She obviously, if the Governors are going to have success, has to have a big, big match tonight. Sanchez's turn to serve. It's away 2-2 early on, second set. Here comes Brogan Beck on the slide. The Governors will let it go, but this one is fair. Inside the back end line, and Brogan Beck is already into double figures in that kill column. Another one and done here for the Governors, and Bergen Riley is back to serve this time. Bergen to Kaiser, and no second touch here. Kaiser struggling in some serve returns so far here tonight. Bergen Riley with her second ace. She had 3 kills, but I've got her with 2 blocks now so far here into the early goings. Technically, they didn't, or officially, they didn't give her an ace to close out that first set, apparently. Here's Beck again. This time, she'll miss long. Brogan Beck. Brogan Beck, a big, strong middle hitter. And again, her hitting percentage has been stellar so far tonight, but that's a rare miss. Now Kaiser serves. Gabby Jones with the play up to Brooke Harvison. Here's Riley in the back row. She came from out of nowhere almost as if to suddenly appear higher than everybody, and she hammers that one home. Kaiser unable to handle it. And Bergen Riley with kill number 4. Kaiser will play the Jones serve in a 5-3 game here. Campbell Boddicker is back in up front for the Governors. Block and a keep alive, and now Schleckaway, or no, it's a Williger on the outside. Reese Terwilliger with her 3rd kill. Hale Heck says his key to success is find other people to get involved offensively other than Bergen Riley, and I think that's got to be the case for the Governors, too. You got to get people like Terwilliger and Schleckaway to have big matches here tonight as well, and Terwilliger with a peanut butter cup for Reese as this one played by Gabby Jones back to the ladder, and it hits the pin. That's out of bounds. That's an ace for Reese Terwilliger. Second for the Govs, 5-5. This one with a good angle played back to the net. Noonan keeps it out of there nicely. Now Sanchez leading, Schleckaway just a tapper over. Second hit has to come across. And the Governor's able to free ball it back. Now Harbison will keep it in the back row again. Riley misses wide left this time. Coming up from the right side, and Bergen with a rare miss. And the Governors with 3 in a row now lead the second game 6-5. Terwilliger again, line shot. This one played nicely though up to the center, Harbison, and it's Maggie Noonan on the left side. Good for the kill. Noonan's got some hang time. You don't maybe see her quite as much, just 5'9", where O'Gorman's got a lot of 6-footers, but Maggie Noonan packing a punch as well. She'll rotate back to serve. Coming up the right side, Sanchez plays it up, slide perfectly out by Christofferson to Schleckaway, but O'Gorman digs it out. Check it, this is Noonan. It was Harbison serving again. 19 and 18 look the same numbers-wise to me from up here, but Noonan with the Christofferson. Try to get some cushion here. Nope, that one misses in underneath. It into the net. The Governors not helping their cause a half a dozen times here in serve now. 7-7. This is Noonan. Floats one to the back row. Played up by Sanchez. She wants it back from Christofferson, and that one will float to the back row, down for a kill. Not Lily Sanchez's hottest hit of the night or the season by any means, but she gets it to go, and as Boddicker checks out of the front row, rotating back and coming in off the bench is Lainey Rinke to serve. She'll step into one here. Played up by Noonan to Harbison. Here's Brenna back, the lefty, and she'll get one through the Governor block and down out of the reach of Sanchez. Brenna Beck, just a sophomore, but also packing a punch up front. She is out. Sister Brogan is back in up front for the Knights, and we've got an 8-8 tie as Price plays up to serve to Sanchez and out to Kaiser, and Avery is down. Bump set spike, good for the Govs. And Pierre again, leading by a 9-8 count here. Schleckaway is out for the Governors from the front row. Price away to Riley. Brogan Beck again. You can't stop Brogan Beck. In this case, the Governors. We talked a little bit about maybe cheating in Bergen Riley's direction, but I'm going to have to start cheating in Brogan Beck's direction the way things are going for her in that front row, especially from the middle. 11 kills for Brogan Beck. As the Governors will play up the next one. Kaiser is defended. Dig out of the back row, bump pass from Harbison to Riley here, and Price with the dig. Sanchez tries the hook, doesn't get it. Now Riley with the one-handed slap, and that's through the block and down on the Governor's side. So Riley scores again. In a 10-9 game, the Lady Knights take the lead back. Second game, O'Gorman outlasted the Governors 27-25 in the first. Serve here just a little bit long for Michaela Tiart. That one didn't miss by much, with the Governors with good court awareness on their side. Now a 10-10 tie. If you're Pierre, obviously the underdog in this match, you just want to keep O'Gorman within distance, and that's what they were able to do as Riley is blocked by Danielle Beck. And he played that one perfectly, got it right down into the middle front, and the Governors lead here with a Sanchez serve coming. 11-10. Harbison will go back to Bergen Riley. She'll pull the string on this one. And still off of the block. Kaiser jumped maybe a little early and couldn't reach it to get it back in play. And that'll still be another kill for Bergen Riley. And again, Bergen with our conversation hopefully will be on the player's perspective on drgnews.com by tomorrow. Shoved away on the Riley serve by Kaiser. Down the line goes Brogan Beck. 12-11. The Knights back in front, game number 2, and they lead by a set. Cale Heck said Monday night against Aberdeen Central, O'Gorman looked maybe as good as they have all season. Here's Sanchez overrunning the serve, and it's an ace for Bergen Riley, her second in this game, third in the match unofficially. And we've got a Pierre timeout as O'Gorman leads game number 2, 13-11 timeouts in the broadcast. Once again, sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling in Pierre. We're back in 30. This is Pierre Governor Volleyball.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
Jim, it is 13-11 O'Gorman here, game number 2. They won the first one 27-25. Other scores very quickly. Sioux Falls Lincoln is leading Huron in the first 2 games now, 25-22, 25-16. So a 2-0 lead for the Lincoln Patriots, who just appear to be getting better and better. Governors didn't feel like they played very well a week and a half ago down at Sioux Falls Lincoln, but I think Lincoln had a lot to do with that. They look like a really good volleyball club right now. Here's Beck with the tapper, and she'll get it onto the line. Just a one-hander out of the timeout, and Brogan Beck continues to be near perfect on the front row for the Knights. Well, the scoreboard was at 13-11. Okay, they took one away for some reason. That was an accident. Now it is 14-11. Terwilliger tries to send one to the back row with 2 hands. O'Gorman plays it out of the net. They get rid of it. Kaiser with a big swing, but too much on this one, and it goes a little bit long. First error in this second set for the Governors, but O'Gorman has another 5-point run going right now here as Bergen Riley will continue to serve. Kaiser, and just not enough hang time on that one. Sanchez had to run it down. Serve return error by the Governors, but Riley may have some knuckle action on her serves. It's causing a few problems so far for the Governors. Bergen with a net serve, this time down the line, and Terwilliger did what she could, or tried, but could not get it back in play, and Bergen Riley's just seeing the court well in serve right now. Another one coming for Bergen Riley. And this one through the hands of Terwilliger. Hands were separated. That'll be another ace for Pierre. And the Knight lead now suddenly 18-11, by far the biggest lead for either team at any juncture tonight. Pierre led by 3 in that first set. Terwilliger plays this one up a little bit better, but now coming cross court on the setup from Sanchez, and she will miss this one out of bounds. So another error for the Governors, and suddenly it's 19-11. Gorman getting Pierre to scramble just a little bit. Riley won't clear the net on this one, though. Good service run. She went 9 straight on that one. Gorman taking charge of the second set. The Governors will have to chip away and try to play from behind. As Rinke is out, Campbell Boddicker in up front for Pierre. Kaiser serves, and this one's a good low-line drive, and Nicole Bowman says that one is fair. A service ace for Avery Kaiser. Her second of the night, the Governors' third, and that's a good way to start a comeback effort if you're Pierre. Now 13-19. Harrisburg has game one on Sioux Falls Jefferson tonight, and they've got a 10-point lead in the second. They won the first one 26-24. Kaiser, after an ace, will give one back as the second one sails long. Now Gabby Jones for O'Gorman. Libero into serve, and another misplay for Kaiser, and Brian C. says her hands were opened up a little bit. Kaiser continuing to struggle just a little bit in serve return tonight. She's going to catch a break. Gabby Jones with the ace, and in for Pierre to play the back row for now. Madison Swenson, 5'7" senior. Here's Boddicker setting up, but I think the block was there. That one, I don't believe, cleared from Boddicker, and the Governor errors are starting to mount a little bit. Just 4 errors in this game hitting-wise, 3 serving errors as well. Gabby Jones with a 9-point lead will give one back herself, though. This one doesn't clear. Now 14, serving 22. The Governors back in serve. Reese Terwilliger's turn. Price runs out of room in the back row. McKenna Schleckaway back in up front for the Governors. Good serve by Terwilliger, but a good play up. And the swing from Riley in the back row will miss a little bit long. Point to Pierre, back within 7 here, 15 serving 22. Terwilliger ready to go again. Steps into it. Takes it deep to the back row. Harbison sets up outside. Noonan, though, is denied. Good job by the Governor back line. Here's Boddicker with a swing, and Harbison up to try to block, but it's back over and out of bounds to the Governor bench. And Campbell Boddicker with her first kill in this set. Number 4 on the night, 16 serving 22. 3 in a row running for the Governors as Riley plays the Terwilliger serve up this time. Sanchez with the dig on the return, and diving for it is Swenson, trying to keep one alive, but she'll get it across or slide across the line underneath. Good hustle for Maddie Swenson, but she ran out of real estate on that one. 23-16, the Knights lead by a touchdown. Here is Harbison. And that one stays into the net. 2 good serving teams, but both teams struggling a little bit in their serve percentage. It's 9 service errors for O'Gorman on the night. And it's 23-17 OG. And there will be a lift on the serve return here from Maggie Noonan. That's kind of the same call. The Governors have been dinged on twice here in this game. Once, I think, was certainly legitimate. The other one was questionable. Maybe this one a little bit of a question as well. But Christofferson will take the ace. And the Governors will get the next one returned back to them. And McKenna Schleckaway will put it home for a kill. Heather Williams, it's 23-19. O'Gorman leads.
We have a 23-19.
We got a 23-19. And O'Gorman sensing a little bit of trouble, wanting to calm things down. Cale Heck will take a timeout. Timeouts in a broadcast sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling in Pierre. 19 serving 23 for the Governors. When we come back, they're trying to get even. The O'Gorman Knights up a set.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow.
Contracting in Pierre.
Rick Hyden, again, quick timeout as Elise Christofferson ready to serve it again. O'Gorman will set it up to the back row. where Bergen Riley swings, and she hits this one off of the net. Might have changed trajectory for Madison Swenson, unable to make a play on it. Riley has that one down for a kill. Governors got back within 4, but now set point for the Knights. Maggie Noonan looking for the game here. Price will play this one up to Christofferson, out to Sanchez left side, just a palm shot away. Now Jones from the back row will set it up. Brennebeck is blocked by Schleckaway. Riley tries for the game here. Swenson digs it up to the rafters. Run down by Boddicker. Nicely done there. And then this one stays wide. Brianna Kusler says that the third hit on the free ball by Christofferson was still wide of the scorer's table side antenna. So a good effort, but a hitting error for the Governors, and O'Gorman will finish off game number 2 with a 6-point victory, 25-19 the score on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, and OG will lead 2-0. Scoreboard brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. As we reach halftime, we'll remind you, Governor Volleyball brought to you by your Pierre Sports Marketing sponsors and partners who include us, James River Broadcasting and DRG Media Group, also Guadalajara Restaurant, Iceberg Funeral.
We said a bank isn't a place to lock up money. It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today. Your first
2 years, see if the Governors can shape things up, maybe get back in this match, as they now find themselves down 2-0. Mentioned Sioux Falls Lincoln now a 2-0 lead over Huron in Sioux Falls. Yankton has won the first 2 at Vermilion, 26-24, 25-19. Harrisburg is up 2 sets on number 5 Jefferson, 26-24, 25-16, and Sioux Falls Roosevelt now 2 games up on Mitchell, 25-16, 28-26. Aberdeen Central won the first one, 25-21 at home against Brandon Valley, and they're tied at 17 in the second. Big shot for Bergen Riley, but a good dig from Avery Kaiser to get it back. Now Brogan Beck's tapper is defended by Christofferson. O'Gorman blocking, but in the net here on an effort by Kaiser. up front. That's the first net violation, if I'm not mistaken, that we have seen all night long. And the Comtech first serve and the Comtech first point of game number 3 goes to the home team. The Pierre Governors with Remy Price serving away serve number 2. Here comes Beck, and Brogan Beck does it yet again. Even when she's not hitting hard, the Governors just can't figure out the timing of Brogan Beck and what she is putting across the net. So a 1-1 tie here. Brenna Beck starts in up front, checks out, and a big serve here from Michaela Tiart. That one goes long. The Governors have the lead again at 2-1. This Christofferson checks out. Danielle Beck in up front for the Governors. This is Lily Sanchez to serve, and the Governors missed that one low and into the net. A little tentativeness for the Governors. Too many times in serve here so far tonight. Unofficially 8 service errors. O'Gorman, in fact, has 9 in the first 2 games, now 10 with a miss here early in the third. But Kaiser on the play up this time. Dug out nicely by Gabby Jones. Third hit. Good angle there for Noonan. Now Beck will take a swing. Blocked back up and couldn't. Terwilliger tried to put it away, couldn't do it. Now the Governors get a free ball back. Here come the Knights. Harbison will set up outside Noonan. There's Laney Rinke. Sanchez keeps one alive in the middle. Cleared out by Kaiser. Now as Bergen Riley comes up from the back row. Governors were backing off. They open up the middle. They wanted to block and they wanted to defend the far reaches, but Bergen Riley puts one right into the campfire. And the Knights lead 3-2 as Price will play the Riley serve up. Here comes Terwilliger. Swings off the net. Kept alive nicely by Harbison and then put away across by Tiart. Here comes Kaiser through the block. Harbison keeps it alive. Noonan will try. Block, but out of bounds by the Governors, and that'll be a Maggie Noonan kill. And the Knights score 3 in a row. They lead 4-2. Well, Governors obviously finding out they can compete with teams like O'Gorman, but competing with them is one thing. Finding a way to eliminate mistakes. Here's another one. And last long enough and maybe come out on top is another. To finish that thought, Bergen Riley will continue in serve. 5-2, the Knights lead. Rinke with a good pass up to Sanchez. Here comes Kaiser, but out of the rafters and not enough time. Tiart got that one up to the structure. It came back down, and Harbison couldn't run it down in time. That'll be a Kaiser kill. And the Governors will get a side out after 4 in a row. Went to the Knights. This is Kaiser to serve. Up the middle. Played by Tiart. Up to Harbison. Beck is on the move, but she'll miss wide this time. And again, there aren't many swings that Brogan Beck has been missing tonight. She's hardly even been dug out at all. With a service point for the Governors, and Kaiser brings another one. Here comes Noonan, rather. There's a defensive block. Terwilliger this time. Danny Beck provides the presence as well, and the Governors with a big defensive point. Their third ace block of the night. Now 3 in a row for Kaiser and the Govs, who have a 5-5 tie. Still early third game. Kaiser puts Tiart to the floor this time. Riley will try to hang in the back row. Beck blocks it right back down. O'Gorman keeps it alive. Tapped away by Brogan Beck. Now in the back row, and Avery Kaiser comes up short. So the Govs earned a tie, but trail by 1 now, 6-5. Gabby Jones will use the left side of the service line. She's back in as Brogan Beck would rotate to the back row. Sanchez has to get it back to Terwilliger. Ran underneath that one. Nice set pass, but O'Gorman blocks. Now Noonan swings left side, but misses this one wide of the pin. That's out of bounds, and the Governors get a break. They had a block, but it went down out of bounds, but it was out of bounds in the first place. 6-6. As Terwilliger serves. Up in the middle here. Nice quick timing And Kira McManus gets her first kill of the night. Quick set from Brooke Harvison, who's doing a nice job in the passing game. 7-6. O'Gorman will take the serve as Harvison rotates to serve. Tiart out of the back row. Brenna back in up front now. Sanchez runs one down. A little bit of a misplay in the return of serve. Gorman will take the free ball, set up Noonan outside, but Price will dig. Now it's Kaiser hesitating, but she'll get this one down. Set to the back row by Lily Sanchez. And Avery Kaiser with just her 5th kill so far. I'm not sure Avery has had a match this season where she wasn't in double figures. In fact, on the board, they've got her at 7, but we might be missing a few of them here and there. Here's Noonan, but an immediate block. Solo for Lily Sanchez. And the Governors take their first lead, actually since 2-1, here in game number 3. Obviously, Pierre needs this one, plus another. Elise Christofferson serves, and Noonan will play it up. She wants it back, won't get it. It's Brenna Beck punching it away. Just a tapper with the left hand. Sanchez swings and scores for Pierre. 9-7 now. Governors coming back to life. Talk about momentum in the game of volleyball. It swings time and time again. We mentioned we had 8 lead changes in game number 1. Not near that many in the second set that O'Gorman won 25-19. Here's Riley swinging again from the back row. And Elise Christofferson unable to stare down that bullet. The Governors still lead, though, 9-8. Maggie Noonan to rotate to serve. And the right-hander puts it across. Sanchez to Christofferson, who leaves it in the middle with Schleck away. Couldn't get much on the two-hander. Now Campbell Boddicker with a dig from the front row of Bergen Riley. Boddicker will push it away 2 hands. Now Brenna Beck swings from the right side with the left hand, and a misplay by Sanchez. Ryan C. with the catch on the R1 ladder. That's a kill for Brenna Beck, her 3rd of the evening. Service point for O'Gorman, and we've got a 9-9 tie here in the 3rd. Kaiser to Christofferson. That one got up close, and Sanchez crosses the line. Misplay by the Governors, and really an unforced error. There's been a few too many of those tonight for Pierre. Otherwise, yeah, the Governors playing right here with O'Gorman. Sanchez will play up another serve. Wants it back, palms it away. Noonan with a bump pass up to Harbison. Here comes Riley. Boom. Bergen Riley. We need a radar gun on that one. You can see what Riley is capable of doing. 10 kills in this match for Bergen. She's going to be a college setter. Here's Christofferson leaving it with Kaiser, but this one will miss long. Bump set spike, the effort by the Governors, but once again, O'Gorman has 5 in a row, and they've taken a 12-9 lead here in game number 3. As Tiffany Stoster will take a Coca-Cola timeout. We'll take it with her. 30 seconds, and we're back. A Coca-Cola break in the action in the 3rd set. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
Visit me at our Pierre location and get started with your American dream. Remember, FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back out of the timeout, Governor Volleyball here on River 92.7. But a Maggie Noonan serve, played back by the Governors. Softly, bump pass from Gabby Jones out to Bergen Riley, and the Governors are there defensively. Schleck away, and Sanchez with the denial. We'll go with Sanchez on that one. It's 10 serving 12. Governor Volleyball brought to you by Access Health and Yesway, Lynn's Dakota Mart, May Adam Law Firm, and American Bank and Trust in Pierre. Ryan Oken with you on a Thursday night, first of 3 straight nights of Governor broadcasts here, your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7, drgnews.com. Kira McManus comes back with a second kill for her. 1-1 in serve for the Governors. Volleyball tonight, football tomorrow night. The Governors at Brandon Valley for a 7 o'clock kick, 6:25 pregame. And then volleyball again Saturday afternoon right there also in Brandon. As the Govs take on the Lynx, Riley swings and scores through a Governor block. Again, sharp angle this time. And Bergen with 11 now, 14-10. Knights leading here in the third. They're looking for a 3-game sweep. On to serve is Abigail Moen, a 5'7" senior. Schleckaway clears one away with a flat-footed swing. Now Beck taps again, and Christofferson unable to reach it. This is Brogan Beck, who continues to score almost at will. 15-10 Knights. Governors need a quick stop here. Sponsors of Governor Volleyball also include First Dakota National Bank, the Pierre Regional Airport, Nystrom Electrical Contracting, and Fisher Rounds and Associates, Insurance and Real Estate in Pierre. Governors will get it back here as Sanchez will lock and load, but nothing doing here. Now Riley on the move. There's Laney Rinke staring it down, but the dig goes back over. Good effort by Laney on a hot shot, but Bergen Riley just too good on that one. That was a really interesting swing for Bergen Riley. She had a chance and an opportunity to really get a good run going. Didn't look like she really got a big jump up in the air, but she didn't need it. Here's Schleckaway, blocked by Riley. And perhaps also Brogan Beck. Give Beck the block on that one. Another 5 in a row. So Gorman was down 9-7. They scored 5 in a row. Went up 12-9. The Governors got a side out. No, Gorman is another 5 in a row as Abby Moen serves again. Pushed away by Rinke. Riley didn't get this one as Remy Price digs it out, and it's Avery Kaiser. No! Oh, Brianna Kusler says that one was out of bounds. Thought that one may have been in. And even with room to spare, but BK's got a closer look on that one. It's 18-10 now. O'Gorman leading the third set, looking for the sweep. Another Coca-Cola timeout. We're back after this 30-second break. This is Governor Volleyball.
Acres Ahead is back. Acres Ahead is back with AgTegra Cooperative. Now is the time to secure product, lock in early season prices, and receive delayed payment terms on your agronomy inputs. Fertilizer, seed, and crop protection purchases from Acres Ahead also qualify for triple play grain premiums, diesel discounts, and feed discounts. Contact your local AgTegra agronomist to learn more on how Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
4 kills for Schleck. Here could use a big run right now. A crooked number in serve, so to speak. They trail by 7, 11-18. Remington Price, the server. Gabby Jones will play it up. A bump pass for Harbison out to Riley. Dug out here nicely by Kaiser. She'll get it back from Christofferson and hit it through Gabby Jones's dig attempt. And Avery Kaiser will swing and score. You see O'Gorman right now, in this third game in particular, they are really sending it to Bergen Riley's direction an awful lot, more so than what they did in the first 2 games. Rice will serve it again. Here comes Harbison. They'll leave this one with Beck, though, timed perfectly. Beck was already on the run when Harbison sent her a little quick line drive. And it's 19-12. O'Gorman. Brogan Beck with 17 kills. Bergen Riley has 12 for reference. Here's Rinke to play up a Harbison serve. Now off of the 10-foot line. Kaiser swings it away. Hot shot this time for Beck is wide right. Sharp angle straight down, but she did miss it. On the Governor bench side, and a one and done there for O'Gorman. Pierre has it back, trailing by 6 as Lily Sanchez will serve. 13 serving 19. Away it goes. Noonan. Noonan put it back over the net, and the Governors had 2 middle hitters who wanted to hammer it home. Danny Beck and Reese Terwilliger essentially canceled each other out, unfortunately. And the reason I chuckle about that is because it's just something that every middle hitter wants. They want that serve returned right back into their wheelhouse, but sometimes in this case, you just had too many people there. Kaiser coming back after it, after an O'Gorman serve. They lead 20-13. Here comes Riley, back row, good. Danny Beck tried to block that one, but deflected it away from Laney Rinke. And Riley continues with the hot hand here in the third. 21-13, all O'Gorman now, as they've got 4 points to go before they can start the bus and head on home. Gabby Jones will dig out Terwilliger. Here's a tap of Riley, and Sanchez can't get the pancake underneath it. Bergen Riley scoring in a whole bunch of ways right now. 22-13, Bergen from the back row. She is the server right now. She's had a lot of great service runs. She'll serve it again. Price to Sanchez, behind her, smashed by Kaiser. Avery Kaiser trying to keep the Governors in this one as well. They trail by 8, though, 14, serving 22. Kaiser's serve, lob across. Jones gets underneath it. Now Brogan Beck. Kaiser digs it up. Here's Danny Beck with the swing for Pierre. Not much on that one. And another set assist to Harbison, back to the back row, and Bergen Riley gets another one. She's got 8 kills in this third set. One and done for the Governors. Seems academic now. 23 serving 14. O'Gorman, if anybody's wondering, is still pretty good. Terwilliger with a hot shot, and O'Gorman with no play. They got about 4 touches on it, but couldn't really get a play on that one. I give a kill in that instance for Reese Terwilliger. 15 serving 23. It's Twiggy back to serve this time as Price is out of the back row. Should be back in if this service run comes to an end. Riley will swing from the backside again. Dug out by Kaiser. Good swing for Terwilliger from the back row. Dug out, though. Now Noonan through the block, and it's good. That one hung up on the Pierce side. Maggie Noonan will swing and score, and O'Gorman has a bunch of match points to play with now. 15 serving 24. Make that 24, serving 15. O'Gorman with Noonan serving. Kaiser gets it up to Christofferson. Here's Terwilliger on the move. Got it right back on the dig of the tapper. O'Gorman free balls it away again. Sanchez, Christofferson. Here's Campbell Boddicker, who's been quiet lately. Defended by the Knights. Sanchez with the reach of the Noonan tap. It's over and out of bounds, and the match will come to an end. As O'Gorman ran away with the third set, Pierre played very well in the first set and a half, but O'Gorman dominates the last game and a half, and they win this one in 3 straight on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. Game 3 is O'Gorman 25 and the Governors 15. The 3-set win for the Knights goes 27-25, 25-19, and 25-15. Governors lose to their third straight. Let's make that they lose their third match in 12 on the season, but all 3 of their losses now to Sioux Falls schools, Washington, Lincoln, and now O'Gorman. They fall to 9-3. The Knights improve to 10-3 on the season. Once again, a 3-set sweep. The scoreboard brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Use them for their budget plan and keep full service to stay warm all winter long when that time comes with Gales Gas Service in Pierre. It is time for the postgame, which will be sponsored by Family Dental with offices in Pierre and Gettysburg. We'll start that up in 3 minutes as you listen to Pierre Governor Volleyball, your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7 and DRGnews.com.
The team at Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg are devoted to spending time with each patient to answer all questions and address any concerns that arise. Family Dental wants all their current and future patients to feel welcome and comfortable and to have the healthiest, best-looking smile possible. They can take care of all your family's dental needs with cleanings, checkups, implants, same-day crowns, and many other dental services. Dr. Ryan Jensen welcomes new patients. Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg, caring for all your family's dental needs.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
You know that feeling? The feeling that things couldn't get any better? It's you at your best. Being your best means owning your health. It means not only meeting your goals, but crushing them, then setting new ones. Partner with an Avera primary care provider. We are right here to help you create health goals so you can feel your best and move forward to your healthiest self. Learn more at avera.org/checkup. Avera, moving health forward.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio and Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Call the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, LLC, with offices in Pierre, Oneida, and Gettysburg. There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino from the App Store or Google Play. It only takes a moment, so you'll have it to replay this game. See live and archived video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota high school sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play.
Well, welcome back at Riggs High Gym, and welcome to our Family Dental post-game show. Family Dental with offices in Pierre and in Gettysburg. Didn't turn out the way the Governors wanted it tonight. They played very well in the first set and again hung with the O'Gorman Knights, and a lot of great things that they have and really what O'Gorman stands for over the last number of years. The Governors want to get to that point. It's certainly going to take a lot of work, and it's going to be a long process if that ever does happen. But, the Governors got to a point where I think you get a little bit of frustration, and O'Gorman's just got a bunch of sharks. They'll smell the blood in the water, and they'll keep coming after you, and the frustration will continue to build. If you want to beat a team like O'Gorman, obviously, you've got to play a pretty perfect set, and again, good play by the Governors tonight, but in the end, I think O'Gorman runs away, especially with that third set, and they get a 3-set sweep in this one. As we take a look at how it happened, I mentioned 8 lead changes in that first set, and Pierre did have a couple of set points when they led 24-22, but O'Gorman scored 3 in a row, went up 25-24. They also led 26-25, and the Governors could not get the side out that they needed to make it another deuce situation. O'Gorman with a service ace from Bergen Riley to finish that first set off in a 27-25 win with some extra points in there. And then again, the first half of the second set started out kind of like the first one. Nobody led by that first set by more than 3 points, I don't think, at any juncture. Pierre did lead 10-7 in that first game at one point, but a few good service runs of 4 or 5 at a time by O'Gorman got them coming back. Pierre led 9-8 in the second game. They led 11-10, but then the service run started coming for O'Gorman. They got their offense in gear, and the Governors caught on their heels too many times, I guess, and just too many mistakes started compounding things for the Governors as well. In addition to what O'Gorman was able to do offensively, they ran off 9 in a row with Bergen Riley in serve. When they were down 10-11, they come up with a 19-11 lead. Didn't look back in that second set. Pierre got close at 23-19 with a good rally, but the last 2 to O'Gorman, they won the second game 25-19. And the Governors had their moments early on in the third set as well. In fact, they led 9-7, but a 5-point run for O'Gorman put them up 12-9. Governors had one side out, and then O'Gorman ran off 6 more in a row, and they led 18-10. Weren't really challenged after that as O'Gorman wins it going away by 10, 25-15. So that's how it happened, 27-25, 25-19, 25-15. Look at the stats in this one, and the numbers obviously are in O'Gorman's favor. In the kill column, we start with a 41-24 advantage for the Knights. Double-figure scorers include Brogan Beck. I have her with 16. They did have her with 17 on the official tally. Bergen Riley will come in with 15, but 8 of those came in that third game, and they really started feeding her. And I think that's where you talk about blood in the water, and O'Gorman will go to their best player at that time. But really, best player on the night, who can tell? Brogan Beck was outstanding for the Knights in this one. Maggie Noonan comes up with 5 kills, including the final one. Brenna Beck with 3 kills. Kira McManus with 2 for O'Gorman. For the Governors, nobody in double figures as they average 8 kills per set. They had 10 in the first, 7 in the second and the third. Avery Kaiser, a pretty quiet night, will finish with 7 kills to lead the way. 4 of those actually came in the third set. Lily Sanchez is good for 5 kills tonight, and then 4 apiece for McKenna Schleckaway, Reese Terwilliger, and Campbell Boddicker. Obviously, the Governors need to get a lot of people in the scoring column if they're going to be able to compete with teams the likes of O'Gorman in this case, but just weren't enough to go around here tonight. Passing, try to keep track of assists. I do have 11 assists for Lily Sanchez, 7 for Elise Christofferson for the Governors. Blocking, the Governors had a bit of an advantage there, a 5-3 edge in the scoring column for blocks. 2 for Sanchez, 2 for Beck, Reese Terwilliger with 1, also Bergen Riley with a couple, and Brogan Beck with 1 for O'Gorman. Serving, though, is in favor of the Knights as they get a 7-4 advantage in the ace column. Bergen Riley with 5 of those 7. Gabby Jones and Michaela Tehart had 1 apiece. And for Pierre, Avery Kaiser with a couple of aces, Reese Terwilliger and Elise Christofferson with 1 each. Unofficially, Pierre did have 8 service errors. O'Gorman had 10, but on the floor, the Governors had 17 hitting errors, and O'Gorman with 14. That one, that stat, is pretty even, I guess you could say. But the Governors had a few more unforced errors, I believe, than the Knights did, and some of that is what doesn't necessarily show up in that particular statistic. It was some of those unforced errors, I think, that built the frustration, and then that is where we kind of go back to that shark mode, if you will, for O'Gorman as that match continued to go along. So, there were some timely errors, or untimely errors, if you will, for the Governors in this one as well. It all adds up, though, to a 3-set sweep for the Knights, defeating the Governors in this one. But just another good learning experience, I think, if you're Pierre and, you play the better teams, you're going to get better. And Governors have a couple of tests coming up. Brandon Valley in Brandon on Tuesday, and then their next home match will be, let's make that Brandon in Brandon on Saturday, and their next home match will be Tuesday night when they take on a really good Huron Tiger team. But Huron lost in straight sets tonight as well at Sioux Falls Lincoln. So we'll talk more about that coming up. More to talk about in our Family Dental postgame. Let's take another 3-minute break. We'll get a conversation, presumably, with head coach Tiffany Stoser coming up. And we still got big plays of the game and your player of the game to announce when we return with more of our Family Dental postgame. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota wants your trade. We also want any vehicle that you might be willing to part with. So much so that we'll give you an additional $200 Pure Pride dollars when you trade or when you let us buy your vehicle. Yes, $200 Pure Pride dollars when you trade or when you sell your vehicle to Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota. Stop in at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to DakotaStormRoofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? Live Ticket TV has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages start at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE extension 2. That's 833-605-5483 extension 2 and punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
Back again at Riggs High Gym as this one ended, again, a little bit earlier than what anybody was hoping for. I think O'Gorman, certainly with a 3-set sweep, is what their goal was coming in here. And for the Governors who just want to, I think, know that they can compete with the top teams in the state. But again, now they're 0-3 against those Sioux Falls squads, and every one of them playing very well. Washington, Lincoln, and now O'Gorman, as that is kind of where the Governors are left here with another 3-set sweep. This time they did get one sweep from Washington, but Lincoln, we mentioned they swept Huron tonight, and that just continues to be an impressive outfit in that Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriot Gym. But right here for the Governors, they'll have to kind of retool and try again at Brandon Valley on Saturday. As we wait for head coach Tiffany Stoser to join us here in our Family Dental postgame, let's go ahead and give you the big plays of the game. Big plays are sponsored by Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre. Certainly was a spot where the Governors saw this one start to slip away, and the turning point of the match will be our big play of the game. But let's hear it first from Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre.
Quality comes first at Hermanson Endodontics. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics strives to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but also provides the best possible outcome. They do this by effective and timely communication with your dentist and preserving as much of the tooth as possible using state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre.
Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre with the big plays of the game, and we go to that second game, and the Governors were hanging tough with O'Gorman every step of the way until the 11-10 mark of the second game, but Bergen Riley in serve came in and put 9 across and O'Gorman started opening things up, and really the momentum was on their side, it seemed, for most of the rest of the night, despite a lead for Pierre in that third game that O'Gorman kind of matched once again their efforts from the second game in that third game. But that 9-point rally is tonight's big play. The game sponsored by Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre, as O'Gorman gets the 3-game sweep. So now we get to talk to Tiffany Stoser about this one. Head coach Tiffany, we were just talking on the air here about I think the goal in matches like this, and knowing that you're the underdog. I mean, you're a fine team, but you're still the underdog in a match like this. You need to know that you can compete with the Sioux Falls squads, and right now you're 0-3, and every one of them has had their brilliance, I think, come out in each of those matches. Where do you feel in this one after, you played O'Gorman very tough for half the night, but they just showed their worth in the second half, and they get you.
Yeah, honestly, I was more proud of the effort tonight of our girls than I was on Tuesday when we won. So I thought they came out. I thought they were aggressive. We knew that O'Gorman was going to be tough, and the girls came out ready to battle. You can just come out and fold, get the night over with, or you can come out and work. And I thought, we had some good senior leadership tonight, I think. And there was a few girls that came out and they were ready to play, and they were showing them we weren't nervous. Some big stuff blocks on their good players. We had 3 hitters. I thought Lily, Avery, and Reese were just dominating in that first set. They weren't scared, and that's part of last year. They were scared. Last year they were scared to play, so there's just some growth there mentally. They're ready to roll. We've got some girls that are new to the lineup, and they're just getting comfortable. But every night I see some improvement. So I think in November we're going to be wanting to play Sioux Falls schools.
Good. Did you happen to notice maybe that the turning point was, there were some unforced errors. I think the error numbers aren't so bad tonight, in my opinion, but the unforced ones and the times that those happened to rear their ugly heads did kind of contribute to some of the turning points in this match.
Yeah, there are a couple serving errors we had at terrible times, and net calling out of bounds call at terrible times. It just seemed like, gosh dang, we just couldn't catch a break when we really, really needed it. And some roll shots, I don't even know why we were roll shotting. We weren't supposed to be doing that. A couple roll shots when they get a little tired that go into the net or going, just a free ball to them. So that's some things that we're going to talk about. Not going to be able to do that going down the road. We got to be aggressive all night long. And but we got some other girls that were able to get in and play. I thought Maddie Swenson came in and did a good job, when Avery needed a little rest. Campbell and Danny are getting really comfortable. So some good things out of the girls tonight.
Yeah, it's still really, I thought, was a good offensive night, all things considered, because of the quality of the swings that you were getting. But you just find out again how difficult it is to get some balls to fall when the block is there on that other side.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they're good, but not scary. Not scary. We want to play them again. I thought, like you said, really for 2 sets. I think, what was that second one? 25, 21?
19, yeah.
20, yep. Oh, 19. Okay, yep. So, we went back and forth with them. It seemed closer than that for most of the night. Definitely that first set, we need to finish. That would have been a good start for us on the night. We needed that first game. And after you lose one that close, you kind of crumble a little bit, but there's some growth there mentally. They were ready to play. They wanted to play these ladies, and I thought that they kept battling throughout the night.
We saw what Bergen Riley is capable of in scoring from all kinds of points on the floor, especially in that third game, but it seemed like Brogan Beck was really hard to solve. Her hitting percentage, I thought, in this match throughout, but especially in that first game was astronomical. And was there something about what she was able to do or what they were putting in her direction that was extra tough tonight?
That's the thing. When we watched them play against Aberdeen, I didn't think she was that much of a, she wasn't that tough. And when we set up our block, we told them cheat over, that they go to Bergen whenever they need points. And I thought we stuff blocked her, quite a few times. I think she only had 2 kills after that first set. So we did a nice job shutting her down for a while. But Brogan, she came around that backside and our block was too slow. And so we know that moving forward, that she was a weapon for them tonight that I hadn't seen previously.
All right, so now you got Saturday at Brandon Valley, and this is a team that, boy, if you ever had a trap match in this season, Brandon Valley in 3-12, and you go back and I think we still have nightmares about the last time you played this team in the state tournament. But it's a different team. It looks like a different team this year, but you've got to go down there and play still your best match, I think, of the season in order to come away with what you want.
yeah, they've got 12 losses, but if you look at the scores, they're all close. They're all really close, and they've had a tough first half of the schedule. I think last year the same thing happened to them where they were down a ways and then they would just move their way up because their second half of their season's a little bit easier. So definitely not a 3-12 team. They're a top 8 team, no doubt. And so, yeah, get on the bus 3.5 hours and then go play in an afternoon on a Saturday. Not in our favor. But what is in our favor is this is the game that the girls want. This is the one that they're going to do anything to get. And so I'm anxious to watch what they do.
It's been circled on the calendar for a while. All right,
circled.
Coach, we'll see you Saturday afternoon. Good effort tonight against a really good O'Gorman squad. Tiffany Stoser, the head coach of the Governors. It is O'Gorman, though, in the sweep. 27-25, 25-19, and 25-15. We got one order of business to take care of. It's the naming of tonight's player of the game, which is brought to you by Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Let's hear from them, and we'll announce the outstanding player in this one when we come back with more Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Cowboy Country Stores and Sinclair are fueling the Folds of Honor program at all their locations. Now through October 16th, 1 cent of every gallon sold will be donated to the Folds of Honor program. This provides educational scholarships to children and spouses of our fallen or disabled veterans. Together, we can help fill up the lives of the families that have sacrificed so much to protect our freedom. Fuel up today at Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre, Fort Pierre, Miller, DeSmet, Clear Lake, and Watertown.
Cowboy Country Stores with players of the game. Of course, we'll look on the winning side of things with the O'Gorman Knights, but in the losing cause, again, offensively, there just wasn't a lot to go around, I think, for the Governors. Nobody's really standing out. Kaiser had her 7 kills, but he had 5s and 4s the rest of the way in that offensive column. And you'd have to look on the defensive side. Lily Sanchez and Danny Beck had a good night. I think Reester Williger played a good defensive game here in this one as well. But for O'Gorman, for everything that Bergen Riley does, and her 15 kills with 8 of those in the third set, had 5 aces, a couple of blocks tonight. I thought really their X factor was who we talked about with Coach Stoser at the end of that conversation that we just had. Brogan Beck was outstanding tonight with 16 kills on my stat sheet. In fact, I think they gave her 17 in the official, and I've got her with a block as well. And Brogan Beck, the 6'4" senior, leading the way. And, boy, you got to give a pat on the back to a really good setter in Brooke Harbison. She's the reason that Bergen Riley has the ability to step up and swing wherever she wants to. So Brooke Harbison played a great game tonight, and a lot of good defensive play for O'Gorman from their libero, Gabby Jones, from other players throughout the front row and the back row as well. Gorman certainly still a complete team, even though they've had a few losses here in the last week or so. But Brogan Beck leads the way. She is the recipient of our T-shirt to give out tonight, sponsored by Cowboy Country Stores. And here from us at River 92.7, she is our Cowboy Country Stores player of the game. Got a couple of more messages to send your way. We'll take a 1-minute break, and we'll set up what we've got coming up to both tomorrow and Saturday, as this weekend still just getting started on your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7.
Happy fall from your Chevy team dealer, Beck Motor Company in Pierre. October in central South Dakota means, yep, you got it, hunting season. We have a great selection of pre-owned trucks and SUVs to get you out into the field. And for October only, take home a $50 Runnings gift card to help you out with your hunting supplies. See all our inventory at beck-motors.com, 605-224-5912.
Hey, DQ fans, we're giving the people what they want. 2 Blizzard Treats of the Month. That's right. September means pumpkin pie, and the brand new Cinnamon Roll Center's Blizzard Treat have arrived. We're so excited, we just couldn't wait to tell you. Pumpkin pie is a fall classic made with real pumpkin pie pieces. And the new Cinnamon Roll Centers is jam-packed with your favorite soft cinnamon roll pieces. Hurry in and taste them for yourself today. Only at DQ. Happy taste good.
Back one more time at Riggs High Gym. I'm Brian Oakland, and this is the Family Dental Postgame as the Governors fall in straight sets to Sioux Falls O'Gorman. And again, 27, 25, 25, 19, 25, 15 our scores here. Sioux Falls Lincoln, as we take a look at other scores, did defeat Huron in straight sets. Huron was 4th ranked, but the finals in this one are 22, 16, and 15, as Lincoln, who was still out of the top 5 in the rankings this week, certainly making a statement like they did against the Governors on their home floor, this time against the Huron Tigers tonight. Yankton wins in 4 sets at Vermilion against a Class A opponent this evening. Harrisburg is in the 4th set, leading 2 sets to 1 at Sioux Falls Jefferson tonight. And Harrisburg leading 19-16 in that 4th game. Sioux Falls Roosevelt sweeps Mitchell tonight. Mitchell musters 16, 25, and 22 points in that one, but Roosevelt with the 3-game sweep. The Governors go to Brandon Valley on Saturday, and tonight Brandon Valley at Aberdeen Central is trailing 2-1, and Aberdeen has a 14-13 lead in the 4th set. So with comparisons, obviously the Governors got a sweep against Aberdeen earlier in this season, and Brandon Valley down 2-1 up there. But again, throw that out the window. It's going to be a tough match for the Governors when they go to Brandon Valley on Saturday. But that is our next volleyball broadcast, of course, as we'll have it 2 o'clock here on River 92.7 and a 2:30 first serve Saturday afternoon. We'll be in Brandon tomorrow night, though, of course, Pierre Governor football as the Govs go to Brandon to take on the Lynx. The Lynx are a preseason #1 team in Class 11 AAA. They lost their first couple of games, but they're riding a 3-game win streak. Things are looking up, and we're looking forward to that one. The Governors get a good test, and so does Brandon Valley tomorrow, right here on River 92.7. 6:25 of the pregame. Hope you can join us for that. 7 o'clock kickoff of Governor football here tomorrow. One other score out west after one set, Douglas defeating Sturgis 25-11. The Patriots lead in that set early on. So once again, as we shove off here, we'll remind you on behalf of the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, who celebrates being a part of a team, remember to keep your eyes on the road, not on the phone. As that reminder from the Office of Highway Safety. Big thanks, as always, to Jordan Lutmer for running camera and for Live Ticket, who will have the live broadcast, which will turn into an on-demand broadcast on the River 92.7 page of drgnews.com as soon as we sign off. And as always, for Heather Williams running the show in studio. I'm Brian Oakland, once again with our Gales Gas Service scoreboard with the O'Gorman Knights defeating the Governors tonight in 3, 27-25, 25-19, 25-15. We'll see you tomorrow night for Governor football, 6:25 here on your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
Pierre Governor Volleyball on River 92.7 has been brought to you by Bank West, Beck Motors, Dakota Storm Roofing, Dairy Queen, Live Ticket, Overhead Door, Ranky Gray Wealth Management, Avera Orthopedics, Capital City, Ford, Lincoln Toyota, Kruger Contracting, and the Brittany Shufflebind Agency. Governor Volleyball is brought to you by Lynn's Dakota Mart, Fisher Rounds & Associates, Insurance and Real Estate, First Dakota National Bank, the May Adam Law Firm, American Bank and Trust, Yes Way, Pierre Regional Airport, Nystrom Electrical Contracting, and Access Health Fort Pierre. And Governor Volleyball is brought to you in part by Kathy Sun and Shine Properties, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, TMA, Lariat Lanes, Wagner Auto, Gators Pizza, Pasta and Subs, Bauman Lumber, Ferding Electric, Oahe Federal Credit Union, and Edgewood Healthcare. These special in-game sponsors bring you Governor Volleyball. Potsdam Agency, State Farm Insurance, the Hughes County Sheriff's Department, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, Central Dakota Eye Care, Envirotech, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection, Comtech, Coca-Cola Bottling, Leiden & Associates, Ameriprise Financial, Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg, Hermanson Endodontics, Cowboy Country Stores, and Gales Gas Service. The proceeding has been a presentation of DRG Media Group Sports on the official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7.